A scientist used 7 corpses to revive a monster, but he was protested by the villagers. Only this man was very happy. His name is Dracula, the first vampire in the world. He has 3 beautiful wives, but they haven't given birth to a child for 400 years. Because vampires are cursed, they can never reproduce. So he found a scientist who hoped to cultivate offspring through science. At the moment the monster was born, Dracula ruthlessly killed the scientist. But all this was seen by the monster. He took off his uniform and smashed Dracula. He hugged his father and left the castle. Although they didn't hurt anyone, but in the eyes of the villagers, it was a madman and a monster. The torch lit the house, and the monster cried sadly. This big fire also gave Dracula a chance to revive his offspring. A year later, technology developed rapidly in Paris. More and more people used technology to make their bodies mutate. So a demon hunter was born, Van Helsing. But he was famous not because of his ability, but because he killed innocent people. The organization asked him to catch the monster alive, but he would accidentally kill him every time. Monsters are human beings, so he became a murderer directly. So he was wanted for many years. On this day, the organization sent him a new mission: protect the 2 brothers and sisters of the vampire hunter family. The first ordered to deal with the vampire. Van Helsing prepared a set of silver equipment such as garlic and cross necklaces, but obviously, Van Helsing's arrival was not welcomed. This beautiful woman named Anna was his target. Before he could understand the situation, 3 vampires broke into the town. Van Helsing used a bow and arrow to cover the villagers. Anna was taken away. Van Helsing split up to rescue. Their goal is very clear. They just want to catch Anna. At this time, the sun came out and the vampire disappeared. Van Helsing and Anna looked at the bottom of the well carefully. At this time, there was no cloud to avoid the sun, and the vampire flew out to catch Anna. Fortunately, Van Helsing hit the wing in time. Anna was rescued again. He quickly hid in the house, but met another vampire. Van Helsing was still fighting outside. It seems that his silver weapon can't hurt the other party at all. The wound will heal soon. At a critical moment, Van Helsing filled the bow and arrow with holy water and aimed at the vampire. He succeeded. The other 2 vampires felt the same and left with fear and sorrow. Van Helsing became the first in history to kill the vampire. But the villagers didn't thank him, but blamed him, because the vampire killed 1 or 2 people at most in a month. But Van Helsing angered them, which may cause the vampire to open the arrow. Fortunately, Anna protected Van Helsing temporarily. Losing a wife, Dracula was in great pain. He asked his subordinates about the progress of the experiment. It turns out that he didn't stop the plan to resurrect the offspring. He knew it would be done soon. He took the 2 wives with peace of mind and continued to breed. At night, Anna was awakened at home. It turned out to be the long-lost brother. The brother said he knew the secret of Dracula, but every time he wanted to speak, the brother would turn into a werewolf. It turned out that in an action a few days ago, in order to protect Anna, the brother was infected by the werewolves. At this time, Van Helsing rushed over. It was his duty to chase the werewolves, but Anna tried her best to stop him. In order to protect the brother, she was in great pain, and this also moved Van Helsing. She decided to go with him to save her brother. When the brother returned to the castle, he became a human. It turned out that Dracula was manipulating him. On the laboratory, the brother found that his father also died in the experiment of Dracula. Now he also wants to be regarded as an experiment. He was tied to the laboratory. Through a strong current, the energy was transferred to the vampire's fetus. At this time, Van Helsing and Anna entered the castle. Countless fetuses in front of the eyes. Once resurrected, humans will face the battle of extermination. As the current continues to transfer, the vampire's baby was broken out one after another. Dracula succeeded. The 2 wives were excited. Now they are going to hand over the baby's blood. And the town below the mountain is the best training ground. Van Helsing opened a sword in the castle. Dracula was furious. Unconcerned, Van Helsing inserted Dracula's body with silver. It turned out that he was the first vampire, so conventional weapons couldn't hurt him. Even a cross is just a toy. At this time, Dracula's wife was sad to come back. It turned out that the energy provided by the werewolves was still insufficient to resurrect the baby. The experiment failed again. Van Helsing ran away with Anna. In the end, the 2 fell into a cave. Here, they found a monster made by a scientist. Because of the previous incident, the monster was hostile to humans. Van Helsing finally realized that the monster was the energy body that Dracula needed. So as long as you kill the monster, you can stop Dracula's conspiracy. Say it, Anna is going to do it, but Van Helsing stopped her. Although the monster was made by evil forces, it wasn't evil itself. She just wanted to live. Van Helsing assured Anna that she would find a way to eliminate the vampire. But the werewolves heard all this. They quickly kidnapped the monster and prepared to send it to Rome to hide. But on the way, 2 vampires chased after them. Van Helsing managed to save them. After a bridge was broken, the carriage accidentally fell off the cliff. The vampire thought that the monster was inside and tried to pull out the carriage, but it was struck by a tornado. There were many traps next year. With an explosion, another vampire was killed. Van Helsing quickly found Anna and the werewolves. The fire on the top of the carriage spread quickly. The moment the carriage jumped, Van Helsing succeeded in killing the werewolves. When she woke up, the werewolves had turned back into humans. Anna was in great pain. She just wanted to blame Van Helsing, but she found that she was bitten by the werewolves. Anna retreated from time to time. As a result, she was stunned by the vampire and brought her back to the castle. Then she told Van Helsing that if she wanted to to save Anna, she had to exchange her for the monster, but Van Helsing didn't want to do that, so she stunned the monster and locked it in the house. Then they came to Dracula's castle. At this time, there was a party inside. Dracula danced with Anna and waited for Van Helsing's arrival. Suddenly, he was moved. He wanted to turn Anna into his bride. He opened the blood pot and set fire to Dracula's clothes. Van Helsing hung a rope to save Anna. However, Dracula didn't panic at all because they had found the monster, and there was no need to worry. Dracula ordered his men to kill Van Helsing and others. At the same time, all of them grew teeth. It turned out that they were all vampires. The three of them hurried down from the window and left a ball to kill the chasing vampire, but they didn't have much time. After the monster was taken away, Dracula was about to make another experiment. Van Helsing also turned into a werewolf on the first full moon night. In the daytime, they came to the castle while Dracula was sleeping, but there was no one. According to the documents, the painting on the wall was the clue. Van Helsing put his missing foot on it and got the spell to break the door. The three of them successfully came to Dracula's nest and sealed the castle. The countless embryos inside were the result of 400 years of hard work of Dracula. Once the experiment was successful, the consequences were unimaginable. They caught Dracula's men and learned that there was an antidote to kill the werewolves. They split up. Anna took the assistants to look for the antidote. Van Helsing went to stop the experiment alone. Soon after the experiment began, the strange man was tied to the lab. As soon as the thunder struck, the werewolves reacted. As long as he was stopped again, he would be resurrected. Dracula found Van Helsing and came to stop him immediately. At that time, another thunder struck. The werewolves broke out in an instant. Countless little werewolves were resurrected. On the other side, Anna, looking for the antidote, met the werewolf bride. At the critical moment of her life, the assistants gave her the silver armor in time and successfully killed all the werewolves of Dracula. On the full moon night, Van Helsing turned into a werewolf for the first time. Dracula was frightened. It turned out that the werewolves were the enemy of the werewolves since ancient times. 400 years ago, Dracula died in the hands of Van Helsing and became a vampire. The grudge of 400 years erupted. When the werewolves were about to kill the vampires, the cloud blocked the moonlight. The werewolves turned back to Van Helsing, and Dracula also relaxed his vigilance. To tell the truth, Van Helsing turned into a werewolf again and bit Dracula to death. Then Anna ran to the werewolves with the antidote, but she was instantly beaten by the werewolves. The assistants wanted to kill the werewolves with silver armor. They were also caught by a horse. Fortunately, Anna injected the antidote into the werewolves' bodies before she died. Then the werewolves turned back to Van Helsing.